bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants.
Set to kick off.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throw left side to start things out. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. On first down, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He was tackled by Robert Quinn. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Graham Gano set.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
His throw incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Jones on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Below Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 7, Bears 0.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Complete.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll give to Peterson out of a gun. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal at the
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
On the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Switch. Kill. Dragon 60.
They try again with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
Right 20. Yeah. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
First down, New York.
Dancing to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross, 66 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Giants 14. Bears 6. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. To throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Santos set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He was brought down.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
Jones.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the Bears' 8-yard line.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Barkley.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Giants 21, Bears 14. Graham Gano set to kick.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Saquon Barkley on the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
But Jones going to keep this himself. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 20, and let's get this.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones, flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 31, Jones. He's going to loft one deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
Jones.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
On the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, New York.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. His pass caught in the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yedem picks it. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.